Do you want my
Hands
license?
behind your back now.
No.
Please, hands behind your back.
No.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
It's showtime, folks. It's showtime. Here's Johnny.
Today we're going to study frauditors being confusing, deluding, and intruding during a routine traffic stop. This officer has already provided her name and badge number, so the auditor is going for the control, playing Simon Says.
Name and badge number again, please.
I'm Deputy Head of the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
We don't have badge numbers in Oregon. We have DPS 16 numbers.
Can I see your identification?
You know, if you think about the game Simon Says, it conditions people to respond immediately to questions.
Can I see your identification?
This is my identification right here. This is my identification, and this is my identification. I need your license, proof of insurance, and registration fee.
What's the reason for the stop?
Your speed.
What is it?
You were doing 10 over the speed limit.
How did you calculate my speed?
There are certain buzzwords attorneys use in court to challenge questioning that don't apply to the matter at hand. I mean, they'll jump up and shout relevance or immaterial.
Speed limit.
How did you calculate my speed?
Immaterial.
Well, you passed me, and I was doing 42 and a 35.
I didn't pass you. I was.
Sure did. You absolutely passed me. You came up on me, and you went to pass me, and the only reason you didn't, you got next to me, I hit my brakes to get behind you, and then you slammed on your brakes.
And how fast were you driving?
Immaterial.
How fast were you driving?
It doesn't matter. Give me your license, insurance, and registration.
How fast were you driving? How fast were you driving?
Please get code 1 cover my location.
How fast were you driving? You personally, how fast were you going?
Sir,
What's the speed limit?
hold on, please. Sir, if you do not give me your identification...
No, you didn't. I don't understand why I'm being stopped.
You were doing 10 over. I told you.
How did you calculate my speed? How did you calculate? How did you calculate my speed?
You know, if you really think about it, none of these questions are relevant or material at this time and this location. You're getting a ticket. Have your attorney ask those questions to the officer at that time in court.
How did you calculate? How did you calculate my speed?
I already told you. I already answered your
You weren't
question.
pacing me.
I absolutely was.
When were you pacing me?
Did you not catch up to me?
I was driving legal speed
No, you were not.
in my own lane.
No, you were not.
You in the right lane,
You
you
were
in the left
absolutely-
lane, and then for some apparent reason you slammed on your brakes, and I did too,
So
because to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
And you were hauling ass.
You know, every once in a while, auditors think they've asked such a brilliant question. They'll emphasize their voice into an accusatory tone like TV lawyers.
And you were hauling ass.
But sometimes it's a trap that you yourself set.
And you were hauling ass.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
Then how come you caught up to me?
He just admitted to speeding.
Then how come you caught up to me?
Auditor brain. Deflect, reboot, accuse. All crap.
So if I caught up to you, how fast was I driving? Why don't you tell me,
Sir,
is this a lawful
give me your
stop?
Yes, it absolutely is. License and get out of the vehicle.
Okay.
You're being detained.
For what? What am I being detained for? I don't think so.
Hands behind your back.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Code 3 cover. Code 3 cover.
Get your
Get
supervisor.
your hands behind your back.
Do you want my
Hands
license?
behind your back now.
No.
Please, hands behind your back.
No.
We believe that even the most devout auditor supporters would agree that he's resisting arrest. But our auditor here, in a moment of delusion, claims,
Hands, please.
I'm
sir,
not
hands.
resisting.
Yeah.
Tell me what I'm being stopped for.
Because, sir, you were speeding. This was
You
a very
cannot
simple
even tell
stop.
me how fast I was driving.
Does it, sir?
Does
you
it
were-
matter? Yes, it does matter.
Sir, you were doing at least 10 over.
You have no
The statute-
idea what
the-
I was
The
doing.
statute is...
At least 40, you have no idea how fast I was
you were
driving.
not doing at least 40. You were doing at least 45.
How fast were you driving? First of all, you broke the law.
well, that came right from the auditor handbook, the counter accusation. which, by the way, is not valid because officers are allowed to speed to catch up with speeders. How else would it happen? But auditors attempt to frighten the cops with confusion and counter-accusations.
First of all, you broke the law yourself. No,
Sir?
you can't take my phone. This is my right to.
Sir.
You want my ID?
Yes, I do, but not right now. You're being detained.
For
Put
what?
your hands behind your back.
No, I
because-
need your supervisor because you're assaulting me right now.
I'm not assaulting
I have
you.
I've been
Sir?
legally operating my motor vehicle.
Sir.
You actually broke several traffic rules.
I
Then
did?
you, yeah, you
Okay,
did.
okay.
Then you decided to retaliate against
Okay.
me because I noticed you doing something unlawful. Why did you brake in the middle of a street for no apparent reason? And you caused me to brake, and then all of a sudden now I'm being detained
Sir,
because
put
I'm
your
defending
hands
my rights.
behind your back.
No, get your supervisor.
Sir, I've got people coming right now.
Great.
You're making this really hard on
Great.
yourself.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands
I'm
behind your
defending
back.
my rights. Is that
But-
your supervisor? Get your supervisor because this is
Put your
crazy.
hands, my supervisor's right there. Put
Excellent.
Your
I
hands
want to
behind
talk
your
to your
back.
supervisor.
Put your hands behind your back.
I want to talk to your
You are
supervisor.
being detained.
Great. I'll give you my ID, but you can't arrest me for no reason.
Absolutely. No, I'm arresting you for not identifying yourself.
All right, let's go.
Well, that wasn't much foreplay before smashing head into car, was it?
But you can't arrest me for no reason.
Absolutely. No, I'm arresting you for not identifying yourself.
All right, let's go. I did not resist.
Yes, you are.
Hands behind your back.
You got him?
Yep.
Is this your supervisor?
Yep, sure is.
I cannot understand what I'm being detained for, as I observed your deputy. I observed your deputy slam on the brake, so I did too. Then she accused me of traffic violations, and I requested.
Hey, real quick, you're in handcuffs. You got to read your Miranda rights, okay?
Okay? And then you took my phone away from
All right,
me.
sir.
That's a violation of my Fourth
You have the
Amendment
right to
right.
remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer to have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. Do you understand each of these rights as I explain them to you?
I'll remain silent. My Fifth Amendment right.
All right, you can come up
Please explain to me what I'm being
We'll
stopped
go
for.
back this way. You're gonna grab a seat right. Oh, hold on a sec.
Actually, it's really hot. I would rather just stand out.
Well, you're gonna end up in there anyways.
Well, I would like to
Separate your feet.
Okay.
If there's anything on you that can hurt me, and you poke me in guns, bomb, knives, anything like that.
I remain silent.
It's not an investigatory question. I'm going to pat you down. I want to know if I'm going to find anything that's going to hurt me.
Sir, that's a question. I don't answer questions.
Okay. Any drugs or drug paraphernalia you cannot take to jail.
I don't answer questions.
The reason why I'm asking you that question is because if you do have something on you when you get to jail, that would be an additional charge.
Sir, I don't answer questions.
Okay. Also, I want to let you know you are being recorded by a body camera. Mm-hmm.
Sir, do you want me to grab your keys or your phone or anything for you?
Ma'am,
All right,
you
sir.
haven't even told me why I'm
You're
being
going.
arrested
You're
for.
going right here first. We're going to do that first.
Okay.
Grab a seat. All the way.
As you can see, the officer did a complete search rather than just a security pat-down of his outer clothing. And that's because auditors confuse detainment with an actual arrest. Anytime I arrested somebody and the individual was in my custody, I conducted a complete search before I take an individual back into the FBI office. This is called search incident to arrest. Look it up. Search incident to arrest. And auditors believe you can't do that, but you are allowed to do that. And there's another major misconception by auditors is once I arrest you and you have a vehicle, if you have no other person to drive it, I take the vehicle. And do you know what I have to do with the vehicle? I have to inventory the vehicle, which means taking everything out of it and every crevice, the trunk, the glove compartments, under the seats, to make sure that I inventory everything in that car. And no, it is not considered a search. And no, I do not need a search warrant. And here's the police officer putting on protective gloves to inventory the car. This auditor sounded like a professional auditor. I don't know, he was pretty assured, but he was very naive and will pay for that naivety with money for attorneys and bail and fines. I hadn't seen this guy before, but he's a particularly arrogant individual. I guess we'll see him again. I'll conclude this audio with a new character I enjoy. He's from a previous video as he watches an auditor doing the walk of shame down the hallway. John Ligato Show is being brought to you from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, please subscribe and hit the like buttons. Semper Fidelis.